and welcome to Two Gray Goatees and a Whistle. I'm your host, Coach Huddy, joined by the coach's wife this week. How you doing?
I'm living the dream.
Living the dream. Always. You got me.
Yeah.
Anyways.
There is that.
All right. So, a lot of things going on for us in the next couple of weeks. We got the Savannah Bananas tomorrow, as you're sporting the t-shirt tomorrow.
I am.
And
in fact, I was at the store today,
yeah.
and this lady, I think she worked there. I don't know. I'd never seen her before. Well, I didn't recognize her anyways. But I had it on. I wear it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a t-shirt. And she was like, "Are you going to go watch the game?" I was like, "Yeah." And I guess they're going to she's taking her kid. I was asking her, have you ever gone? She said no, and he really likes, watching their film and their games, and he's super excited. And I said, well, my husband, in his infinite wisdom, joined the K Club when it started. And so we've been able to go every year, at least have tickets every year. And I said, we keep going back. So
yeah,
yeah,
it's fun. Yeah.
She seemed pretty excited about it. It was the most conversation I'd ever had with a stranger in a grocery store in my life.
Well,
normally I'm like, yeah, and I turn and walk away.
Yep. So yeah, we're going Friday and Saturday. You're going to watch them on the Blue. We're in Boise State. Party animals or tailgaters. It's going to be fun. Yeah. I think it's going to be a good experience.
It's going to be hot.
It is going to be hot. Water. It's going to be hot. Water. I've been drinking a lot of water today.
One day ahead. Good job.
Hey, it doesn't matter. I'll be drinking water tomorrow. So I think they'll have hydration. It sounds like they're going to have some kind of hydration stations set up. I mean, we can't.
It's supposed to be 100 degrees, and then
you can't carry water bottles in unless they're like a sealed plastic one. But other than that, I think
are they doing the meet and greet stuff? Is it on the field or is it
the meet and greets? They're
out in front of the field. Like, do you have to have your tickets to get to that?
Well, I think all that's going to start at 2.
I don't care. I know the time. That's what my question was.
For
can I carry water to that?
I think inside.
Okay, never mind.
I don't know. I'll have to look at that. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't want to figure that out. I just know inside the stadium you're not supposed to. So I don't know. I would think at least in the parking lot you should be able to carry water around.
Well, yeah, but is that where the meet and greet? Well, that was my question.
All that's going to be outside the stadium.
So do you have to have your tickets to go to that?
Yeah, you're going to get your ticket to get through that section first, and then you should be good to go.
But the stadium rules aren't going to apply to that section?
I would think outside in the parking lots, I can't see why they would.
That was just a question.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a good question. I don't know 100%, but I would think you'd be able to drink your own water. Just don't bring a water bottle, like a hard one, just a disposable plastic one. So, yeah. Anyways, we got that coming up, and then we're going to go on a road trip, which should be fun.
Yeah, right before school starts. Yeah. And get one more in there.
So should be a lot of fun. All right. So this week, we're going to do 10 tips since, first of all, school's starting back up here.
3 weeks.
Alluded to 3 to 4 weeks for
3
people.
3 weeks for us.
Yeah. Some will get a little bit longer. And
2 weeks. 2 full weeks, and then it starts in the 3rd week.
Yeah. So, it's coming up here at the end of August.
No.
We're on the, August 1st is Saturday.
I don't know about you, but I'm always ready to go back. I really do. I really am ready for the break in summer, like when at the end of May. And the kids are, the teachers are, the staff is. And that first couple months is just like, yay. But by the time August rolls around, I'm ready to go back. I miss my kids.
Yeah, I get it.
And then by end of September, I'm like, God, so much longer. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
When's our next holiday? I'm just kidding.
More months. Okay. Yeah. So, that's coming up. So with that, we are going to give 10 tips for parents entering school sports for the first time. So for
parents who have children,
parents
are entering. Keep that in mind. This is not your sport.
Yeah, and that will be kind of what we talk about. So a lot of this we've kind of talked about in past episodes, but this is going to be kind of a review, and it's the shorter episode. It won't be very long, but I do think that with school coming up, fall sports are coming around for middle and high school kids. I mean, obviously elementary, there's stuff going on, but a lot of that goes either with clubs or rec ball.
Yeah, that's the different kind
of scenario. It's a little bit different. But
hopefully you're letting your kids do all those.
Yeah. So what we're going to talk about is some tips to help first-time parents.
Okay.
Yeah,
So your baby's made it to middle
new
school
babies
or
yeah,
high
or
school and wants to play sports.
right. Just understand that, you know, and this goes for anybody, that you don't have to be a first-time parent for these. So number one, let your child own the experience. Don't sign them up because you love the sport. Ask what they want to try and let them make the decision. I think what we
Well, hopefully up to this point, you've exposed them through rec balls and Little League, and they've been exposed and they already have an idea what they want or what they like.
by the time they get to that age, you would think, but
hopefully you've exposed them to something.
But sometimes that's the case. I've seen it because I've worked in coaching middle school and high school. You navigate it.
And I don't know that it's, I mean, I guess if for some weird reason, our kid had never been exposed to any of that kind of stuff, and then they got into middle school or high school and we decided, they decided they want to play sports. I don't know that there's anything wrong with being like, well, I played this sport. It's fun.
No.
But I think pushing and being like, well, you don't want to do that. You want to do this.
Right.
I get what you're saying. Get what you're saying.
No,
let it be their experience.
Let it be their experience. And then past guests I've had on Blood with Brad, he was talking about lacrosse because there's such a new thing where they're at. And, he was very much involved in letting his kids go play trade sports. And then they were like, the kids were like, hey, we want to try lacrosse. And it's like, that was very new. It was something he's never done before, but he let their kids experience that.
If you can do it, and it's even if it's something you got to start up or find a club, or if you can do it, give those kids as many experiences as they can get.
Let your kids, if you're really wanting to make sure your kids are active and doing something, keep them busy.
Well, you want
this is a way to
versatile. Is that the right word?
Versatile. Yeah, versatile.
You want them well rounded. Yep. And this doesn't just, I mean, we've talked about this before. This isn't just sports. This is everything.
We're going to get into all of that, so we won't jump too far ahead. But yeah, I know what you're trying to get to. So
I was on a roll.
Okay, so that was one of the questions: is how much influence should parents have when choosing a sport? For me, if they're at a young age, I would at least try to get them, at a young age, when they're kindergarten, whatever age you start to stuff, whether it be, baseball, softball, or t-ball.
Try a few things.
Swimming, whatever the sports are, let them go experience it and let them try to figure it out. And, how much you're involved when they're young, going out, showing them how to catch and throw a ball or whatever it is, or,
that goes with
lead by
involved with your kids.
Be involved, lead by example, and that's kind of what you're going to get out of it. All right. Number 2, focus on effort instead of playing time. This is a big one.
Especially in middle school and high school sports. I cannot, if your kid is going out there and doing everything that they can do, and they're doing it to the best of their abilities, and they're practicing hard and they have a good work ethic, even if they don't get the playtime, they're going to have a good time.
Right.
They're going to enjoy what they're doing, and they're going to learn from what they're doing. Will they come home disappointed from time to time? Yes. That's life.
Yeah. We'll get into that too. You keep jumping the gun a little bit, but yeah, I get what you're saying. But instead of asking, did you win? Ask them, did you have fun? What did you learn? What are you proud of today? To me, that's the biggest thing, is looking at teaching them effort. Mm-hmm. Did you give everything you had? Because, like we talked about,
teach your kids work ethic, even if they don't play don't play sports.
Yeah.
They need to know how to be dedicated to something until it's finished. They need to know how to put the effort in on something until it's finished.
Number 3.
I'm on my little soapbox.
No,
okay.
You're fine. And all this stuff you're touching on. Number 3, build relationships with coaches. This is key. Introduce yourself. Understand the expectations. That is key. And that falls on coaches too, is make sure they have expectations.
Yes, but okay. You as a coach, you can make a paper for the parents to sign. You can have a coach parent player meeting. You can't make them listen.
This is true, but I think from the parent side, you need to understand what the expectations are. I know,
but I'm just saying.
Here's the rest of that.
You said it was the coach's responsibility.
It's responsibility. On the coach's side of that, they need to make sure they have clear expectations. Some coaches kind of wing it, and it can come back and bite them in the butt.
Yeah.
And then also you got to back that up with consistency and stuff like that. But this is for the parents. But on the coach's side, expectations, obviously. Understand the expectations, communicate respectfully. Don't be going on a tirade because Johnny
or on social media.
Or would put coaches on blast. That's not helping the situation. Coaches appreciate partnership, not confrontation. Coaches don't want to be listening to a parent bitch about so-and-so didn't get a playing time, or
I don't know very many coaches out there who are not going to sit down and have a conversation with the parent as long as it's civil and it's productive.
Yes.
But when there's finger pointing and blaming and negativity and there's no productivity to it, I don't know about you, but I automatically just, put my, headphones on and I'm like, pat myself on the back for letting you talk. And then I'm not listening anymore.
Exactly. Number 4, teach commitment. If your child joins a team, encourage them to finish the season, even if it gets difficult. This is something that's crucial in anything.
Yes.
If you're teaching them to quit now, they're going to quit out of school in the real world. They are going to struggle with commitment and not be able to finish a job even when it gets hard. And they need to understand that things get hard.
Yes. Well, that's how you get better.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how you get better.
You're going to learn more from failure.
Nobody, even your pro athletes or your college athletes, practices are hard. Their whole goal is to get better. It's not to just maintain or have a blast when you're out there. And they should be enjoying it, but they should be tough.
Yeah.
And if you can't handle a 3-month basketball season, how the hell are you going to handle a full-time job?
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Number 5, don't coach from the sidelines. Cheering helpfully, giving instructions that conflict with the coach usually isn't the best thing to do. The
only thing that should come out of your mouth is, hey, good job, or, oh, get him next time. That's it. Shut up.
Yeah, exactly. And from the stands, usually if I say anything, I'll be like, shot ball. Like if it's basketball or rebound or, or like, blah, 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 or,
that's not that's what the coach hopefully is telling them to do.
Right. But I'm not going to be coaching like, yeah, you should be.
What'd you do that for? You should have done that.
Yeah, no. Yeah. You're going to contradict the coaches. It doesn't matter.
And if they did it wrong, the coach already knows.
The thing is that the game has probably changed a lot since you've been playing. So whatever you might have been taught might not be what is working right now. So I think
that's that scenario. Or maybe they just didn't do it right. And heaven forbid, you go back to the next practice and redo it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, just don't coach from the sidelines. You're there to be a fan and cheer on your kid and cheer on the team and the opposing, be sportsmanlike. Okay.
Well, my parents, they came to everything they could come to.
Right.
Raised 5 kids. They came to everything. And they never once was I embarrassed to have my parents there. Never. Never once was I nervous or scared to ride home in the car with them. Never once was did I feel like I couldn't go sit next to him in the stand when my game was over.
Yep.
They were solely there to support what I was doing. And that was it.
Yep. Number 6, prepare for disappointment. Every athlete eventually experiences sitting on the bench, losing, making mistakes, being cut, not making varsity. These moments often teach a bigger life lesson. It is crucial not to go be a helicopter parent or a lawnmower parent.
Don't be a lawnmower parent. Yeah. Let your kids experience that. That's part of life.
They have to experience it. It's going to happen. They're not going to be the best at everything. And then if you're out there trying to make it easier for them, you're going to set them up. That does not mean
the coach is going to put you in that position because they're humans too.
Yeah. And coaches have to make difficult. When it comes to cutting players, in the few times I've ever had to do it, and it also depends on the sport.
Yeah.
It's hard and it's rough and you hate doing it.
Yeah. And it's hard enough just to be like, you didn't make varsity, you're going to be JV.
Yeah. And that that one's never really bothered me as much because I always look at it from this perspective. If they're a borderline kid, and some of these kids
benefit more from,
they got to understand, listen, you could be in a basketball roster that's going to keep 10 players. You could be number 10. or
Never going to see the court.
never get to see the court, maybe get a minute in the game if you're lucky. Because especially when you get up at the higher level varsity and stuff like that, it's not about playing time. It's about putting the best players out there.
Yeah, it's about winning.
It's about, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously you want to have fun, but yeah, they're there to win.
Ultimately, the goal is to
win.
Yes.
And you're not going to
They don't hang those banners in the gym because everybody got 3 minutes of playing time.
Exactly. So, I mean, so then you have that conversation. It's like, and I've had to have this conversation before with a player, and it's like, understand you play on this team, you're going to be on the court pretty much the entire time.
You're going to get better.
And you're going to get better. And then that person is playing ball. And I believe, and obviously it's other things, development and stuff from when I coached them, but they're seeing varsity time versus some of these other kids who were on that and aren't even playing anymore.
Yeah.
Because they got disappointed or whatever. They figured I wasn't what I wanted.
Yeah.
And,
teach your kids to put the time in.
They put the time in.
Put the dedication in it.
This one kind of.
But let them own it themselves. It's not for you.
Yep. This next one, number 7, kind of talks a little bit what we talked about. Be a good example. Treat kids will notice how parents.
People just don't.
Just listen. Kids see this all the time. They are going to see how you treat the officials, treat other parents, talk about coaches, handles wins and losses. If you're one of those parents that is belittling refs or you're yelling at the opposing team, that's not a good example.
No, you're teaching your kid that behavior is acceptable. And it's
it's
instead of just how to be a good sport.
It's not just bad on the parents, but you're making not just yourself, but you're setting a bad example for your community.
Yeah. Because
believe it or not, when you're at those games, your kids are representing your community.
Yes.
And you are a direct line to that community.
I never even got as far as the community. I just knew my dad would have murdered me.
Right. Exactly.
My family came first, and I would never have gone past that point to get to the community worry.
Yep.
My dad would have killed me.
Okay. Number 8. Keep sports in perspective. Few athletes receive college scholarships. Talked about this in the past few episodes, not too long ago. Even fewer play at the professional level. Sports should be about developing character first. Sports is about learning about teamwork. It's about learning how to deal with conflict in a positive way. It's learning about how to handle failure because it's the safest place to fail.
Yep.
This is what sports are for. If you're trying to chase
so much more than
chase a scholarship, it's not going to work.
So much more than being the high scorer. It's so much more than being the team captain. It just, there's so much more to it.
Absolutely. All right. Number 9, encourage multi-sport participation.
I'm going to take it a step further and any extracurricular.
Oh, yeah.
Any extracurricular.
And it's not just sports. I mean, it could be band, choir.
They all take dedication, effort, time.
FFA, FBLA, whatever, club stuff.
HOSA, any of that.
Yeah, any of that kind of stuff, being involved in multiple aspects of anything.
Especially if it happens outside of the academic time frame.
Yep. Yeah. You're going to learn so many things. But if we're looking at this from a sports point of view, being somebody who only does one sport, specializes, you're risking injuries. It's going to happen. It's so
injuries, burnout.
Yeah. Burnout. So all this stuff happens. So trying different sports will reduce your burnout, develop athleticism. I nailed it.
Couldn't say that word for nothing earlier.
Oh my gosh. I started. Keep sports fun and prevent overuse of injuries. And then there's tons of other benefits from it, but multi-sports athletics is the best avenue to do.
I've watched kids who went and played another sport. And was it their favorite sport? No. Did it make them better at another sport because it gave them a different fundamental? Yes.
Yeah.
Our daughter's a classic example.
Yeah.
She played right field and she's not fast at all. Love her to death. Knows softball really well. She was a completely different player after she started playing soccer.
Yeah.
Her footwork was
better,
100 times better.
Yeah.
She could lead. She could figure out where she needed to be. And it's not that she didn't know where she needed to be. She didn't know how to get there.
Yeah.
And I've seen that in lots of athletes.
Yeah. And that goes for a lot of things.
Do track if you want to learn how to be faster on the football field.
Somebody we know that's
whatever.
Playing sports right now at a professional level. They did tennis to work on footwork.
Mm-hmm.
So even though that wasn't their primary sport,
Doesn't matter.
you do other stuff and it will help you. I always tell, like I've said in the past, for football, wrestling's great for football, hand-to-hand combat, pushing, all that stuff. Basketball's great. It has its uses, I guess, if you wanted to talk
Basketball's
about
good for
change of direction, all that
teamwork.
stuff, all that. But I'm saying, let's say football is your primary sport. And then the same thing, I would say do track. Learn how to run. Yep.
Because believe it or not, it really does take skill and technique to run.
Yeah.
It's not just picking them up and putting them down.
Yep. And number 10, remember who the sports is for. When the game is over, your child should want to ride with you, not dread the drive.
Yes.
Okay. Remember why we're doing
this. Is not about reliving your glory days. Yes. This is not about.
And we see this happen all the time.
Living vicariously through your kids. This is about them. This is their opportunity, their time. Let them have it.
Yep.
Let them have it.
Yep. Yeah.
Not let them have it. Let them have it.
Let them have it. Yep. All right.
Change my tone.
Okay. Our next segment.
Okay.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather? Parent edition.
Okay. Dun, dun. So put my parent brain on.
Yeah. So usually Amanda's the one that asks the would you rather questions. This week I get to return the favor.
Okay.
So you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Born ready.
All right. Number 1. Would you rather have your child score the game-winning point every game or be the best teammate on every team?
The best teammate on every team.
Want to explain that part a little bit?
Well, okay. So, and I feel like we talk about our daughter a lot. She is our only child. So it's not like we have another child that we can talk about. Was she always the starter? Hell no. Was she always the, home run hitter? No. Was she always the one that turned the double play? No. Was she always the one that every person on that team enjoyed being around and could talk to? Yes. Even the kids that their personalities clashed with hers.
Yeah.
They always had a certain level of respect for her. And it wasn't because she went around, telling everybody how amazing she was or anything. It's because she was there solely for the love of what she was doing and for that camaraderie and that team.
Yep. Number 2, Would you rather sit next to the loudest sports parent every game or sit next to the referee's family every game? I know where.
Referee's family.
Yeah,
every time. I will keep my mouth shut. Yep. I mean, and I will be the first one to admit when it comes to a good basketball game, I'm a little mouthy. I like my basketball. I like my basketball fast. I like my basketball with good players. And I like my basketball games close. And yes, there are going to be times where the ref makes a call or doesn't make a call that I think, in all my refereeing wisdom, I should have an opinion about.
Yeah.
But even in those situations, I don't think I'm ever disrespectful.
Right.
I don't think I am.
And it's fine to say, oh, they missed a call there.
What are you doing?
Yeah, or whatever.
But
that's
yes,
fine. But
I would so much rather sit next to people that have those family members in those positions, coaching or refereeing, than just some loudmouth parent who never volunteered a day in their life but knows it all.
And let's say it's rare. Not very many families are going to watch their mom or dad or son or grandson ref a game because they know.
Well, no, and a lot of times they're all over. Like they'll do 2 games in a. Yeah.
So it's rare. But if you can find them, that's where it is. For
sure. That's where I'd be.
Yeah, if I knew the ref that was going to be at that game and I was there to watch just the game, I'd rather sit there. I'm not sitting next to a parent that's loud. Number 3, would you rather never know your child's playing time before the game or never know what position they play?
Neither.
You got to choose one.
Never know the amount of time they're going to get on the field?
Never know the playing time before the game or never know what position they're going to play?
I'm going to say I don't care if I know the playing time simply because I never went to watch my daughter do anything with the expectation that she would be the number, like she would always be on the field.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. For the sake of I'm just going to say, I'm never going to be like, oh my God, my daughter.
Well, I'm not going to show up to a game and be like, she never was on the court. Why did I even show up?
Right. No,
I guess that's my train of thought.
Right. But if I had to do it, if I had the choice, I would never not know the position. If I knew she was playing, which is great, I wouldn't care what she was doing on the team.
Well, that's what I meant.
But
isn't that what I said?
Well, you were saying that you would never
I don't want to
what your
know
playing time
what their
was.
playing time is.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, don't put so many negatives in
No,
that.
no. It's not. It's just this is the.
That's what I'm saying. I don't care what position they're playing.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter, and I don't care how much. That's why I was like,
I'd rather never know what their position is when they're playing.
You want to know how much time they're going to be playing? I'm confused. This is a really dumb question.
Okay, no. So
I explained it. I explained it. Okay. I am saying don't care.
If I had to pick the choose of knowledge, I would rather never know what position they're going to play, because then I'm going to the assumption that I know they're going to play. I know they're going to play. I'm just not going to know what position.
Who cares if they play? I mean,
right. I'm not saying but okay. I'm just saying that,
I'm simply stating that even if they're supporting from the bench for that game and they only get a minute in the game or one inning or whatever they're doing, and they play it in a position they don't normally play it, I don't care.
But you had to choose.
I know. And I said I didn't care. I don't need to know what time they're going to spend on the field.
Right. And I'm saying the other way. I'd rather just not know what position.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. All right. Number 4. Man, I gotta get through these. Would you rather drive 3 hours every weekend for elite tournaments or only play local school sports? Never really, we kind of experienced, but we never really went to like elite tournaments.
I'm going to say that I would rather, if they had to do one or the other, I would rather them be doing high school sports where they are playing with the kids that they're going to school with, that they're friends with, that they know, and they're playing local, than going and playing with a bunch of people that, I mean, they're still getting experience and they'll still build relationships, but it's not the same.
It's different. It is. No, I would choose the local one too. Okay. Number 5, would you rather your child love sports but never become a star, or become a star but quit because they're no longer enjoying it?
Well, that's a dumb question.
Yeah, it's an easy one. What is it?
I don't care what they're doing as long as they're enjoying it. I don't care if they're the superstar or the bottom of the totem. If they enjoy what they're doing, that's a win.
So you're saying your child loved the sports but never becomes a star. That's what you would choose, right?
Yep.
I figured you would. Would you rather, number 6, would you rather have a coach who is extremely competitive but not very personable, or a coach everyone loves but whose team rarely wins? Being very personal does not mean that they're a jerk. It just means they don't talk to people very much. Doesn't make them necessarily jerk. I don't know. Go ahead. This is your game. So this is your deal.
This might make me sound like I only care about winning, but I'm going to go with the impersonal coach that is competitive. I'm a competitive person, and I can come off as a little bitchy, for lack of a better term. But in all reality, that doesn't mean I don't want the best for whatever's going on.
Yeah.
That I don't want my athletes or my kid or whoever to enjoy themselves, or it just means that I'm not going to go out and have a social hour after work or after the game or after practice. Or
number 7, would you rather watch your child spend the entire season on the bench or watch them play every minute on a struggling team? It
depends. If this is middle school, no, but listen, if this is middle school, I would rather them play.
Right.
Because that's how they're going to get better. Nobody gets better sitting on the bench.
Yep.
If this is high school and they're winning and they have to sit on the bench to make that happen.
Yeah. Because a lot of times it comes to,
because a lot of times it comes to who you're playing and how those teammates work together and where the skill is needed. And maybe they need that person who, when those players come to the bench, they can have a conversation with.
Yeah.
Or they're cheering them on, or
2 things happen. You have the player who might have done everything. They're always showing up to workouts. They're doing all this stuff, and they just simply don't have it, but they still have a lot of passion for the game. I want those kids regardless. But sometimes these kids sitting on the bench are the ones who never showed up for anything in the summer. They chose not to. They're barely coming to practices, whatever. Yeah. And they're, not knowing what's going on. So but
I'm just going to split it by middle school playing time, high school. If you got to ride the bench, you got to ride the bike.
Fair enough. Number 8, would you rather have every game end with a 1-point win or every game end with a 1-point loss where your child played great?
That's a stupid question.
Your answer is what?
Win?
There you go. Yeah, that was a silly one. Would you rather, number 9, would you rather your child thank every official after every game or thank every coach after every season?
The officials.
Yeah, I think the officials too, because that's a thankless job. Coaching is a thankless job too, but the officials right now.
But you're with those kids all the time versus you coming, and officials just kind of get a bad rap anyways, just because it's the nature of what they do.
Right.
But
somebody's always
I hope I raised a kid that is respectful enough and understanding enough and empathetic enough that at the end of the game, if they walk by the ref, they're telling them thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that they need to necessarily go search them out, but I hope that they're not just brushing on by somebody.
Right. All right. Last one, and then we got a lightning round.
Okay.
Here we go. Number 10. This should be you should know. I should know what the answer is to this one. But would you rather know your child will become an all-state athlete or no, they'll become an incredible teammate and leader for everyone to remember?
Athlete, all-star athlete, all the way.
What?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I want something that's going to translate later on in life.
And that's going to be
leadership
and
being a teammate.
Yep.
Knowing what that means.
That will get you a lot farther.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure right now nobody knows 5 years ago who was the all-state athlete in their high school.
Pretty much.
Unless they went to that school. And that's just going to be a small number. All right, lightning round. So you have to answer immediately. There is no thinking on these. Okay. And no explanation. You're just going to say it's this or this.
Okay.
All right. Okay. First one. Early morning tournaments or late night games?
Late night games.
Team fundraiser or concession stand duty?
Concession stand duty.
Team group text or endless emails from the coach?
Endless emails?
Yeah, okay. Rain delay or extreme?
I don't like other parents.
Okay. Rain delay or extreme heat game?
Extreme heat game.
Wash uniforms every night or pack snacks for the whole team?
Wash uniforms.
Volunteer to keep the scorebook or drive the team van?
Oh, drive the team van. I hate the scorebook. I suck at it so bad. I don't have that kind of focus.
One sport year round or 3 different sports?
3.
Championship trophy or lifelong friendships from sports?
Friendships. Kid
asked to quit mid-season or asked to play another sport at the same time?
Play another sport.
Yeah.
You're not quitting unless there's something that has happened that is going to cause you problems.
Yeah.
You're not quitting.
Yeah.
There's no reason to.
It'd have to be an extreme circumstance for you to quit. And there are certain cases.
There are, but I'm just
rare.
saying that is, you would have to have a really good reason for me to back you up in that.
Yep. All right. Silent ride home after a loss or nonstop game analysis on the way home?
I'm going to get the microphones out and be like, tell me what you did wrong. No, shut up. Just don't say anything. If they need to,
they need time to
process. Let them process.
Yep.
You can process.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. That's it. That's it for the game. We're moving on to our last segment, mascot of the week. But this time, the coach's wife has it. So she's going to share some awesome information about our mascot.
All right. So this week's mascot is coming to you from Scottsdale, Arizona. And if you live there, then it's not coming. It's just there.
Yep.
We've never been there. Been to a few different spots in Arizona, but never been to Scottsdale.
We've been through there.
By there, but we haven't been there.
Phoenix? Yeah. Close.
Anyways.
Yeah. We've been close to there.
Close and there are not the same thing.
Yeah. Well.
You're done. Okay. The Scottsdale Community College was established in 1969, and it was moved to its permanent campus in 1970. It is the only college of any kind, but community college that is located on sovereign land of the Salt River, Rima, and Maricopa Indian Community. So it's on native land.
Okay.
As soon as the school was on its new campus, there was a dispute over budget allocations, claiming that too much money was being given to sports and not enough to school academics, which
happens.
Imagine that.
Weird.
It's not a real good start, though, if you're trying to start a community college.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
Right.
Anyways, they agreed. They were not having it. Born from the 1970s budget protests and to try to drive their point home and poke a little fun at the school's academic leaders, they had a movement that was proposing a silly name for the school. Like they didn't have a mascot yet. It was like, we're gonna start calling them something, right? So the 3 names that they decided to vote on were the Scoundrels, the Rutabagas, and the Artichokes, which are really weird names. I don't know how they're supposed to be.
Well,
like,
I mean,
2 of them are vegetables, but
that'd be one way to protest,
I guess. Anyways, so the students voted on 2 different occasions, and the popular vote stuck. And in 1974, the Fighting Artichokes became their official mascot.
Nice.
Yeah. When they first established, they had just under 1,000 students, and now they have over 10,000 students, and they are also recognized as a Hispanic Serving Institute.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Very
they had some cool, like,
so
they had
artichokes, huh?
Yeah, they had some arts degrees and other kinds of degrees. They offered quite a bit there.
Sweet.
But yeah, they're the Fighting Artichokes.
Fighting Artichokes.
Their little mascot's kind of cute. He looks like an artichoke, but he's got like little hands.
Yeah. I hope so. But yeah.
But I mean, like,
when you've seen some mascots, you look at him, you're like,
he's
that was
got
really
like the
design.
little leaves and stuff.
Yeah,
like, he's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, all started from a protest because they didn't like how they were spending their funds, and they took a vote.
That's funny. All right, that's it for our episode. I want to thank the coach's wife. We're going to be really busy coming up. We'll share our details from our trip. Hopefully it's what we're hoping it to be. We got the banana ball game going on. We'll give you a recap of that from this the weekend. When this gets posted, obviously we will have gone, but we'll give the recap the following week. So that's it. Thanks, folks.